Uh, Good morning, good morning. And
Hello.
oh, hello, hello, hello. So, yeah, I've had an interesting week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, geez, sorry. Let me just mute. Yeah, there we go. Just muted
Your evil twin.
my evil twin. Yeah, my laptop. I've got it. I've got it on my laptop so I can
Mm.
see what's going on. Although my laptop is a little wonky. So yeah, anybody that's seen yesterday's video will know that my daughter is moving in with me. Yay! Her relationship ended. Boo.
Well, it might be good for the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just sipping my coffee here.
Mm.
But yeah, I've been working with her working with both of them for several weeks, trying to help keep their relationship going. But unfortunately, there's too many red flags with that boy.
Right.
Um, well, he's not abusive. He's not abusive, thankfully.
Mm.
It's just he suffers from depression and anxiety, just like her. And yeah, and just like me.
And me.
And and he just gets too caught up in his own mind and he overthinks things and he just gets
Sees
and then
things where they're not.
yeah,
Stuff.
his anxiety just goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Not
And
good.
then the next thing you know, he's in the bathroom worshiping the porcelain god and crying.
Oh God. Yeah.
And yeah, so
Sad, really, isn't it?
yeah, it
More
is.
and more of us are being like that.
Yeah. So anyways, that just means she's coming here. So I spent almost all day. I spent the better part of yesterday
Mm.
um trying to trying to get things set up to get her here from the airport.
Oh God, I heard all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I finally got it all figured out and straightened out.
Yeah.
So my boyfriend does not have to leave work early, which is
That's
good.
good.
He doesn't like leaving work early
No.
because he needs the money.
Yeah.
And he's a dedicated worker, a very hard worker. He's there for the job, not just the paycheck.
Right. No.
Yep. So, oh no, the dreaded coasters.
Oh yes. I know.
Oh,
I
is
know.
that Winnie the Pooh? Is that Winnie the Pooh?
No, it's
No.
Dumbo.
Oh, oh, okay. I see it now. I see it now. Yeah, I see. That's his ear. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting ready for that
Awesome.
craft fair. Oh God.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, my ex-boyfriend was willing to drive out to the airport to pick her up and then take her back to his shop, but like Mondays are very busy.
Mm.
And yeah, Mondays are very busy for him. And yeah, so he's like, well, what about the bus?
Yeah.
Or an Uber. Well, an Uber would
Mm.
cost more. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, a bus. Yeah. So I looked it up and sure enough, yeah, she could catch a bus. But yeah, she's like her flight gets in at 7:45.
Mm.
The bus is at like 9:02, so she's going to have to wait like just over an hour.
Yeah. She can go grab a coffee or something, can't she? And
She
or a cup of tea
I
or
don't think she drinks coffee.
well, just grab something, couldn't she? Water or Bit of
Hi,
breakfast.
Lola. Hello, Lola. Sorry, coffee. Well, see, she's been living off of his money for the last 2 years. Because at first, when she before she even moved out there, she called up. When is the flight? The flight leaves Edmonton, Alberta at 7:25 in the morning. And it lands at 7:45 in the morning. So it's an hour and 20 minutes long.
That doesn't sound like an hour and 20 minutes long. Time zone, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
She's
weird. You arrive.
She's going back in time.
Yeah.
No, Lola. Obviously, you did not see yesterday's video, but that's okay. It was last night. But anyways, no, she's on Monday. On Monday, she's flying out here on Monday. So my boyfriend is so between my boyfriend and myself and my ex-boyfriend, we figured out she's gonna be her plane will be landing at 7:45 in the morning, Monday morning. And then she's going to be catching the bus, the BC Transit bus, at like around 9:02 in the morning, and then it'll drop her off. She will get off at 9. Oh my goodness, it's before 10 at the bus depot. Of course, I'll let you know when she's settled. She'll be on my video. Maybe. We'll
And
see.
hopefully you won't be cursing by that point, thinking, yeah, this was a good idea at the first in my head.
Oh, she and I, we are like two peas in a pod. Like, it is uncanny how much alike the two of us are, to the point where we're almost co-hosts. Yeah, she was on one of my live streams. She was one of my early live streams. But yeah, we look so much alike. And what's really funny is, for a long time she had short hair and I had long hair, and now she's got really long hair and I've got the short hair. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. She hasn't had long hair since she was a wee little girl.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, because of what time the bus will be getting to the bus depot, there's no point, because my ex-boyfriend was going to pick her up at the bus depot and take her back to his shop, and then she could hang out there until my boyfriend could pick her up. But because of what time the bus arrives, and the time, and like my boyfriend gets off work around 8:30, he'd be getting to the bus depot around 10 o'clock. So my ex-boyfriend doesn't have to leave work.
Yeah.
So, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome that he's willing to do that.
That is.
Yeah. Well, he does care about me. He does still have feelings for me, and I still have feelings for him. It is unfortunate his girlfriend is out east. She lives in Quebec. She's a Frenchie, but
Well.
she's really awesome. And what's really funny is they met in Mexico.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to Mexico and did some he loves to fish. So he was down in Mexico fishing, and there's a whole bunch of pictures of him out there fishing, and
And he certainly fished and got her.
oh, he loves to fish. Well, he used to love hunting as well. Him and his dad and his stepmom were all members of the Rod and Gun Club in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the every year they have a banquet, and they give out awards to the people with like the biggest fish, the biggest deer, the most points on a deer's rack, and other stuff. Well, between the three of them, they would receive the most awards. Yeah. They're just that good. Yeah. But he he quit hunting, but he still fishes because he smokes the devil's lettuce.
Mm.
He doesn't want to get in trouble with the police.
Yeah. Holding a pew pew is not.
Yeah, holding a pew pew while smoking weed. Yeah, no.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, so he quit with the hunting. So he just fishes, and yeah, that supplements his meals a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, because with his job, the work that he does, he works on European vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the parts are pretty expensive, and he charges a fair penny.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's like 160 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're imports,
Yeah.
European vehicles, so the parts are not cheap. I
No.
was actually at his place the day that he got a phone call to work on his first Jag.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. That was almost 20 years ago.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was actually a very interesting yeah, that was a very interesting day in particular, because I had both of my girls,
Mm.
didn't have my son yet, and we were actually out at the farm, his mom's farm,
Mm.
visiting his mom and his brother, another ex of mine, and yeah, an ex of his that was living out there,
Mm.
and his mom and my ex, they were not home at the time, but his ex was there. His ex, Kirsty, was there, and we were hanging out. And I had a Westphalia van, camper
Mm.
van,
Mm.
and my daughter was in my ex's trailer, um, playing video games. And Kirsty and I, we were sitting in the van with the sliding door open, watching my little girl Emily. Um, she was out there. The mom had cocker spaniels.
Hold
She
on a minute.
had,
I think
yeah.
that was the door.
Oh, your dinner? Let's hope it's your dinner.
Yeah.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Get the code again.
Stuff lunch. Oh my goodness, that girl needs a bigger place. She's got too much stuff.
Thanks a lot, then. Thank you, you too. Oh. Yeah, that was bad, wasn't it? I tripped over my diet shakes while getting my takeaway. Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh, dear, as you were. I'll try and eat quietly.
So anyways, yeah, so she's got cocker spaniels. Well, at the time she had a big red male cocker spaniel named Zeus,
Wow.
and she had a little white one named Sophie. And what's interesting is Zeus. She had gotten Zeus from my ex-boyfriend's. She had gotten Zeus from her ex-husband.
Right.
And then Sophie, her brother was my dad's cocker. My dad had Sophie's brother, and
Steady. Really?
named Spook. Yeah, I was trying to remember his name. He was named Spook because he was all black and Sophie
Hmm.
was all white.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, so she bred them and she would sell the puppies.
Hmm.
So purebred Cocker Spaniels, they go for
A tidy.
you well with papers they're $1,000. You can get like $1,000 for them with the papers. Without the papers, you can get them for like 600. Oh
Hmm.
wait, no, sorry, that's Shih Tzus. Oh, okay, not a problem, Lola. Lola's still here. She's just listening.
Hmm.
So yeah, oh, I'm gonna put I just remembered that suggestion about putting my pen in the freezer. I'm gonna put it in the fridge.
Hmm.
See if that helps. Put it in the fridge for a bit. Oh goodness. Oh, I need a new seat for my bike. Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
My tushy hurts from
Oh.
riding my bike yesterday.
Oh gosh. Yeah, bike saddles. They're not how they used to be, are they?
No, I need a nice big fat jelly one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or a
So,
leather, like a 1939 leather one that you sit in the seat.
oh yeah, sit
Hmm.
in the seat. That
Hmm.
would be nice. So yeah, we were sitting there. So Sophie had had a litter of puppies, and Emily was sitting with Zeus, and they were just watching the puppies. The puppies were in like a little fenced-in area, and Kirsty and I, we were sitting in the van and talking, and I was knitting something. I don't know, probably a blanket. That's all I really did back then was knit blankets,
Oh.
and scarves, and
Hmm.
oh yeah, and toques. That's right,
Hmm.
because that's winter hats. For
Hmm.
anybody that doesn't know what a toque is, it's a winter hat.
Hmm. Yep. That's
Um,
isn't it?
but yeah, so we were sitting there chatting, and I was watching Emily and the dog, and she was sitting there with the dog and just like giving him like little scratches on the ear and whatnot. And the next thing I know, Zeus jumps up, turns around, pins Emily to the ground, and is barking like in her face.
Wow.
Yeah. Um, his canines actually scratched her face
Oh god.
a little bit, just a little bit.
Hmm.
Last time I saw her, she still had the scars on her face. They were
Right.
just tiny little scratches though.
Hmm.
But like, I freaked, of course.
Hmm.
Zeus took off. Kirsty took off running after Zeus. I'm like, Kirsty, go get Wolfie. I told her to go get my other daughter while I got Emily loaded into the van and into her car seat. And so she ran and got my other daughter,
Hmm.
and 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 then I took off with the two girls, went down the road, and there were some people working on a fence just down the road at the corner, and because of where the farm is, there's no the cell reception really sucks.
Right.
So and it would have taken too long for like an ambulance or anything like that, and I didn't think it was severe enough to require an ambulance.
Hmm.
So but I stopped. There was a guy like right there working on the fence, and I'm like, can you call 911? And he tried calling 911, but he couldn't get through because the
Hmm.
cell service in that part of town sucked.
Right.
This is a very, very small town, but very spread out, lots of farms, lots of farms.
Hmm.
So I'm like, well, thanks anyway. And then I took off, got a little further away, and ran into my ex and his mom's boyfriend. They were heading back to the farm from work. I don't know what work they were doing, but yeah, heading home from work. And they stopped, and I told them what happened. Well, my ex, he jumped out of the truck, ran around the truck, ran around to the side of my van, swung the sliding door open, took one look at my daughter, my little girl,
Mhm.
went back into the truck. They took off back to the farm. I continued on to the next town over, where there was a clinic, but the clinic was closed.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sorry, Lola. We don't know why. We don't know why Zeus was jealous of the puppies, but at that point in time, there was absolutely no reason for him to be jealous. There was absolutely no reason for him to attack my little girl at all.
Maybe she touched a sensitive spot on him.
Maybe there is that possibility, yeah, but we will never know. But I'll get to that. So my ex Ivan, he still does. He's lived in the same place for almost 30 years now. I called him up and told him what had happened, because at the time, he worked from home as a mechanic.
Right.
Oh, why am I freezing my pen? Oh, well, yes. Last night I was working on a canvas, and the putty was just like, just kept sticking to the drills, and it was just making a huge mess all over my drills on my canvas. So Katya suggested putting it in the freezer. So I just put it in the fridge to cool it down and see if that helps with the putty.
It should do.
Yeah, and that's the Diamond Art Club putty. In this pen, I actually put some of that Art Dot putty, and I just remembered that I did that, and it seems to be working okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. I'm gonna do G. So yeah, dogs are like that. Yeah, they can like that. So anyways, got to the clinic, but the clinic was closed because it was a holiday. But the ambulance station was like right there. So, and there was one paramedic there. And so I took her there, and the paramedic, he cleaned her face, and he's like, just to be on the safe side, she should go to the hospital in the city and get a tetanus shot. Yeah. Just to be on the safe side. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, well, would you like us to take you? I can call my partner, or you can take her yourself and just sign an AMA. I'm like, yeah, I'll take her myself. And he's like, okay, not a problem. So I signed an AMA, which means against medical advice, which just means that I chose to do it myself.
Right.
Just so that there's no liability for if anything did happen, I can't turn around and sue the paramedics. Yeah. So then my ex Ivan, he's like, well, why don't you bring my oldest girl, bring Wolfie over, leave her here. She can stay here and hang out here, while you take Emily to the hospital. Because yeah, my oldest would get bored quite quickly and quite easily, sitting around waiting in the hospital for her sister to get looked over by the doctor. I was like, sure, not a problem. So it was just a slight detour, to drop her off at his place. And at the time, he just, oh my goodness, I think he had, yeah, oh my goodness, what the heck?
What?
Well, that's never happened before. Oh, my putty suddenly decided it wanted to stick to this drill. Oh, in a bad way. Yeah. It was really loving on this drill. Oh my goodness. doesn't want to let go. So okay, so left Wolfie at Ivan's, and yeah, and then took off to the hospital. And I'm trying to remember. I think Kirsty was with me. Yeah, that's right. She was with me. She did go with me. That's right. Okay. So yeah, so we got to the hospital, waited, waited and waited and waited and waited. Finally got triaged, waited, then got sent to another area of the hospital, waited, got into an exam room, waited. Doctor came in, took a quick look at her. Okay, tetanus shot, and here's a prescription for antibiotics. Okay, gone. Was there for like maybe 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. So then we stopped at a pharmacy on the way back and got her antibiotics. And they're like, oh, what flavor would you like? Because they can add flavoring to the antibiotics for the to cover up the yuck taste. So I can't remember what flavor I got. But anyways, then we went back over to Ivan's to pick up Wolfie. And it was just in time for dinner. So we stayed for dinner. Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Oh yeah, perfect timing. Then we got back to the farm and found out that as soon as their mom got home, my ex Dancer told her what happened. Well, when the boys got home, when Dancer and oh yeah, his name was Seamus. Their mom's boyfriend Seamus. When they got back to the farm, Dancer, yeah, he was not nice to the dog. Yeah, he was gonna unalive the dog with his bare hands. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, because of what that dog did to my little girl. He has weird ways of showing that he cares about someone. He will not outright admit to feelings. Like literally, he will not admit to having feelings.
Right.
Because well, the guy's a bit on the nuts side. Yeah, he's got a lot of mental disorders, but he's also a genius. Yeah, go figure. But he's too narcissistic.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so he but then Seamus is like, no, he's your mom's dog, let her deal with it. So yeah, when she came home, they told her what had happened. She grabbed her rifle, went out, and took care of the dog.
No.
Yep.
Now we know where he gets it from.
Well, the reason she did it was because if he does it once, he's going to do it again, and she didn't want to run the risk of him doing it to another child, because he drew blood. If a dog draws blood, certain countries, if a dog draws blood on a human, they are put down. Yeah. It was also it's why my dad ended up putting Spook down.
Oh.
Yeah. My dad put his dog down because he was worried that Zeus would attack my daughter. Yeah. But that was like,
I would have sent them away to somewhere else where where there's no children.
Yeah. It's just if a dog draws blood on a human, they have to be put down. Because they say once they taste human, they'll never stop. It's like an addiction. And it's like, well, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm surprised.
No.
I'm surprised the hospital didn't call animal control. Yeah, my doctor was going to when I got bit, but the doctor had me word it that it wasn't my dog because she knew. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I was more focused on my daughter than on the dog situation. All I knew was that um, yeah. But yeah, when we got back, and found out that she had taken care of the dog, she looked at my little girl and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know it was her face." Because yeah, there was little tiny scratches on her
Mm.
face from the dog's canines. And she's like, "Well, I thought she got bit, but I didn't know, like, because um I guess the guys told her that she had gotten bit, that the dog had bit her.
Mm.
But he didn't actually bite her, thankfully. He
Mm.
just like his canines scratched her skin just a little bit. Just
Mm.
enough to break the skin. Yeah, just enough to break the skin, cause a little bit of bleeding. But yeah, it looks like it's just a little tiny pock mark on her face. Yeah. But it did not deter her from associating with dogs. She still loved dogs.
No.
Yeah. Because I believe at the time, yeah, I think at that point in time my parents had a Shih Tzu. Had their Shih Tzu.
Mm.
I think. I cannot remember. Um, yeah. So that was actually unfortunately that was the last time I ever took the girls out to the farm.
Mm.
Um, Never did take my son out there. He would have loved it out there.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would have loved it out there. It's pretty sad. My daughter is now younger daughter is now 19. My oldest is 28.
Wow.
Yeah, the other day when I realized my younger girl is 19, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting old.
No, you're not. My youngest is 29 and my oldest is 36.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
old.
you're not that much older than me.
No, I'm
No,
57.
you're not that, yeah, you're not that much. Yeah, my ex dancer is closer to your age.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. And he's got two little girls.
Oh.
Yeah. Never thought that would ever happen. Yeah. But he's actually not that bad with kids.
He couldn't eat a whole one.
Pardon?
He couldn't eat a whole one. That's what we say over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we love our.
he was actually pretty good with Wolfie when she was little.
Mm.
Yeah. Um yeah, I expected too much from him though. And he would not bathe her and he would not change her diaper.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the last thing either of us wanted was for somebody to come along and
Uh,
say he did something to her.
yeah.
Yeah, because there are people that are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy, isn't it?
it is. It is. And I already had enough problems with the ministry at that point in time in my life.
Mm.
So, yeah. Um, but oh my God, I'm actually quite glad that that I'm not with him.
Mm.
The last in the last few months, I have talked to him on Messenger, like video chat,
Mm.
and I forgot just how. Oh, he did too little. He did do too little. He did the majority of the cooking. which surprised the heck out of his family members. But yeah, I did everything else.
Mm.
Yeah, he did the cooking. Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I forgot just how nasally his voice is.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with your ex, there's certain words that get me. Well, my ex is no
Oh,
longer with us anymore, but
oh,
some words.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I forgot just how nasally his voice is. And after both times that I chatted with him, I had a really bad headache for several hours.
Yeah. Yeah, there's certain words in the way how my ex was, and it's like, oh, for God's sakes, that's just so, oh God, you think that's funny? Oh no, please, that's cringe. And I've
Yeah.
just forgotten how cringe.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
So
no.
I very seldom talk to him, but that's also because he wants naughty pictures.
Oh, okay.
He's like, can you send me pictures?
No, because they'd probably be selling
I'm
them
like, no.
on
I'm
somewhere
like,
else.
no. But see, this is the first time I've ever told him no.
Oh, they don't
And
like
he's not
that.
used no, he's not used to it.
Yeah,
Because I've never said no to him in the past for like
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Because I used to be up for just about anything.
Mm. My
And but it's like he's in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. I don't do that kind of stuff
yeah.
anymore. Yes, I used to, but yeah.
My ex, whenever we were splitting up, because we split up quite a lot and got back together quite a lot, and every time we split up, it would be me walking off and then him chasing after me and in his car, driving alongside of me, trying to talk to me because he lived in country lanes, and I'd be telling him the home truths of what he's been doing, why he's been and why he's been doing it,
Yeah.
and that it's not on, and then I'd walk away, and then he would come back after he'd had time to think about it. He'd come back and he would realize and he'd say, yep, you were right, and everything else like that. And after a while, I got so fed. I lived with him for 4 years, and after a while, I got so fed up of it. And I loved him. I did love him, but
Yeah.
I had to. I remember being on one side of my door on the floor, crying my eyes out as he was there saying, let's get back together again. And I was there and I was saying, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because it would just continue on. And it was like I was his shrink and I was getting worse and he was, and he had lots of issues as well.
So lots of red flags, and it sounds a bit
Yeah.
like my relationship, one of my relationships. Lola said, "Send them, just don't send them out of you. Don't send yours though." Yeah, they make life awful, and we love it. Yes, gluttons for punishment. Yes. Um, honestly, I don't know if he would even remember what mine looks like.
I bet
Maybe
you couldn't.
because yeah.
What your Mary looks like.
Well, we were together, Dancer and I, we were together for, well, it was longer than a year. But yeah, in one of my previous videos, I even mentioned that for like, what was it, 6 or 7 months, he was away with the carnival. So I think that was the only reason why it lasted as long as it did. He'd
Uh,
he'd call he'd call periodically in the middle late at night to see how things were going.
oh.
And there actually, it's funny. There was one night he calls and he's like, we're chatting and he's like, "Oh yeah, next time you see so and so," I'm like, "Oh, he's right here. You want to talk to him?"
Oh.
He's like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah. Yep.
Oh, things we did when we were young.
Yeah. Well, he's a polygamist. He doesn't believe in monogamy,
Oh, right. Yes.
and he encouraged it in me.
Oh,
Yeah. So
yeah.
So that's how my current boyfriend and I met. Yeah.
Mm.
And actually, out of everybody from back then,
Mm.
well, let's see. I was living with Dancer, and then there was the man who is my current boyfriend.
Right.
There was a cousin of his, and there was a friend of theirs. The friend of theirs has since passed away, and his cousin, his cousin's niece married my brother. Well, was married to my brother for a while.
Keep it in the
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yep. Um, yeah. So yeah, I chat once in a blue moon with Dancer. Last time he messaged me, it was the middle of the night, and he's like, "What you doing?" Or "What you up to?" Something like that.
Mm.
The next day when I got up, I said I was sleeping.
Oh.
Because yeah, he tends to message. He sends me emojis and like little video clips
Yeah.
late at night.
Mm.
Yeah. What's really funny is when I share a video clip with him and then he turns around and shares it right back to me.
Oh,
It's like he forgot that I was the one that sent it to him in the first place.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really talk to him very much. That's why truck drivers don't get divorced. The men are away and the wives have the money. Yes. Yes. My boyfriend was a truck driver. He had his own trucking business. Well, it was like a truck delivery business. He had a couple of cube trucks, and he would drive out to this one city to this one for this one company, and they would load up his truck with a bunch of deliveries, and then he'd go and he'd stop at all these places and deliver their products, merchandise.
I like
And,
trucking.
and,
Yeah.
and yeah, until
I-
one day he got in the middle of a road rage incident, and
yeah.
they found out about it, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not gonna continue with our contract with you. Yeah,
Mm.
bye." And since it was the only contract he had,
Oh.
he was kind of out of work,
Mm.
so he kind of couldn't afford to finish paying on the loans for the one truck, couldn't afford to continue paying the mortgage on his trailer.
Oh God.
So yeah, he yeah, lost his business. Sold the truck, the one cube truck. Just like a couple of years ago, he sold the other truck. Got 40 grand for it, and he I don't think he even saw a cent from it because the bank took the money
Oh
because he
God.
still owed the bank money.
Mm.
And he basically handed the keys over to his place over to the bank and walked away from it because there was no way that it could be sold because it was too old and needed too much work done.
Mm.
And then moved in with his mommy.
Oh,
But
mummy
then
issue.
she ended up, yeah, but then she ended up moving into a smaller place. So then
I
he ended
wonder
up having,
why.
because of the cost of friggin' living.
No,
Yeah,
she moved
yeah.
into a smaller place so she didn't have to share with him.
Oh no, 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 no. She's an
Mm.
awesome, awesome person. It's just cost of living and whatnot. No, what happened was actually the owner of the house that she was renting sold it. That's
Mm.
what it was. Yeah. Um, so she had to move and she couldn't find another place big enough for him to be able to continue living with her. So he ended up having to move into his dad's basement.
Mm.
Yeah, which really sucks because his dad's an old grump that complains all the time
Mm.
and lives a little further from lives like 20, it's like a 25-minute drive for him to get to work.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's on the other side of the town next door.
Ah.
So yeah, so for him to come visit me, it's like an hour drive
Mm.
from his dad's place. Yeah. But yeah, his dad's basement was unfinished, so he actually did a lot of work fixing his dad's basement up to make it more livable for him and his cat.
But his cat. Oh,
Yeah, he's had the same cat for like 14 years.
lovely.
His cat Butler. I miss
Oh,
that cat. Yeah, I miss that cat. I told him I wish he could bring Butler over so I could get some some
cat
some
cuddles. Mm.
some
Cat
kitty
love.
cat time.
Yeah.
But his cat is more of an outdoor cat, and
Yeah, mine was. Yeah, outdoor.
yeah, mine was at one point, but then he got old and
Yeah.
fat and lazy. Yeah. And the last few times that I let him out, he would be out for like a couple minutes and then he'd want back in.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But so yeah,
Mm.
I am currently after all of that, I'm working on my carousel dreams. I figured I'd work on something nice for today.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't spin the wheel because like it's either this or 4 disturbing canvases to choose from.
I finished 2 things the other day. 2 little things. One
Yeah,
of those.
old men suck. I have one for sale.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm not in the market. I'm not
that,
really looking for one.
the glass.
I've already I've got one in his 70s. I got one in his 70s that's a real old grump, and yeah, he was making me cry yesterday, Lola. Yeah, my daddy had me crying. Your wheel to spin? Oh, that is a cute case. Oh, yeah, that is a cute moon. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, there's a glasses case. That's cool.
Yeah, glass case. And then
My dad made me cry. My daddy made me cry. I was trying to have a conversation with him about my daughter, about his granddaughter, his one and only grandchild that he has any contact with. And he doesn't really have contact with her because apparently the only time she messages him or gets a hold of him is when she wants something, according to him.
but to be fair, that's most kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, that's the way she is with me at most
Mm.
of the time
Most
too.
kids are like that with their
Yeah,
grandparents and parents.
yeah. Um, well, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. All of a sudden, my mind just doesn't want to cooperate. I hate it when that happens. Too many blows to the head in my youth. Um, so yeah, he's like, because I asked him about borrowing the truck to go to the airport to pick her up. He's like, nope, no way. The truck needs a new transmission, so he takes a risk every time he goes to the town next door. And so there's absolutely no way he would let me borrow the truck to go to the airport. It's like, okay, not a problem. Just thought I'd ask. And then he was just like bitching and complaining about this and that. And oh yeah, the only time she contacts me is when she wants something from me. And it's like, well, yeah, I don't hear from her very often. Or when I pester her to contact him. Yeah.
When does he contact her?
He waits for her to contact him.
Yeah, Well, it works both ways, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does. But he got tired of being the one to always reach out to her. That's why he stopped
Right.
reaching out. And it's like, well, she has her own life to live too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lola, her stepkids only call for rides. Yeah. Yeah, the kids, yeah, the parents are great at blaming us for everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. I told my dad. I told my dad a few choice words. Yeah. And I kind of pointed out just how mean he can be and how mean he has been to me in the past. But yeah. But like, no, I totally understand where he is coming from. I do. And I tell him that, and he's like, well, it doesn't seem like it because of this. I understand. I know you have put a lot of work and effort into your home. Yes, it is your home. I thought it would be nice if your granddaughter could come and visit once in a while, maybe stay overnight and spend some quality time with her grandparents, because you guys are not going to be around for too much longer. Thought it would be nice because she's the only grandchild that you've got that actually you have any contact with. He's got 4 other grandchildren that he has no contact with at all,
Yeah.
except for the odd picture from my brother's my brother's baby mama.
Right.
Oh god, no, that girl. Oh, I could tell you stories about that girl and the things that she and I used to get into, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna put it that way. Yeah. But my brother, he has a son and a daughter, and he treats them the way he accuses my dad of having treated him, which is neglect.
Right.
Yeah, my brother is apparently very neglectful to his own children. He very, very seldom sees them. Yeah. And well, my dad, he was trying to work a full-time job, take care of 3 children and a sick wife for several years. And like, I didn't know just how bad things actually were back then, because my dad hid it as much as he could.
Well, they did back then, didn't they?
And he did a pretty good job. I will admit he did a pretty good job of hiding just how seriously bad my mom's symptoms were, like how bad things actually were with her. Because apparently, like, she had a brain tumor,
Right.
and she would go in for surgery, and they would cut her open, cut out as much as they could, stitch her back up, and send her on her way. And for the first 6 months after surgery, it was basically it was like she was a big child. He had to reteach her. He had to reteach her how to eat, how to
Talk and walk.
yeah, bathe herself, brush her teeth. Oh yeah, apparently it was really bad. And then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, one day he'll get up and she'll be in the kitchen cooking breakfast. And she'll be good for, like, my dad said, like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And all of a sudden, boom, she'd have another seizure and in she'd go again. And that happened. She had 3 operations. I thought she had 4, but according to my dad, she only had 3. So she actually ended up having a total of 5 seizures in the 7 years that she after her first original diagnosis. Yeah. And because there was the first one that she had where she was diagnosed with epilepsy. And then the next 3, they operated. And then the last one, they didn't operate because my dad's like, no more. And he explained as to why. No more surgeries. Because like trying to take care of 3 kids, even though by the time she had her last seizure, like my sister and I were, my sister was like 12. And like we were old enough. Like my brother was 7, my sister was 12. It was a month before my 10th birthday. We could have helped out a lot better than before when we were younger and didn't know what was going on and didn't understand or any of that stuff. So he's like, no more. It was just he couldn't handle seeing her like that anymore.
Yeah. No.
And I totally get it. I totally understand. So they never did any more operations. And she passed away peacefully in her sleep. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it is. But like my dad tried to spend as much time with each of us equally. Every week. And he did. My brother, like my sister and I, we played softball. I did bowling. My sister and I did ballet. I think all 3 of us took piano lessons. All 3 of us took Taekwondo, which is a form of martial arts. Yeah, we never stuck with any of that. The softball, my dad actually asked my brother if he wanted to play softball, and my brother's like, nope. So my dad never brought it up again. But it turns out according to my brother, he had changed his mind later, and but my dad never asked him, and he waited for my dad to ask him again. So, not my dad's fault. My brother just never said anything, and my dad just gave him the one chance. And like there was one year, my dad was my softball coach, the coach for my softball team, and I was definitely there for the fun, not for winning the games. I was there for the fun. Same with the bowling. Yeah, so he tried to make sure that we had like a well-rounded childhood. And it was hard. It was really, really hard because later in life, as we were getting older, my mom was able to do less and less. So it fell on my dad to try and do more and more while continuing to work. And yeah. And then when my mom, you did Taekwondo with your dad and archery. I did archery at Bible camp. Hello, 4. Yeah, I went to Bible camp when I was little. Like 2 or 3 times. And I did archery and horseback riding and canoeing and outdoorsmanship, where they just taught you how to how to camp, basically.
We did that at Guides and Brownies. Outdoor camp, lighting fires, building things and camps and
My
stuff.
sister was in Girl Guides. Girl Scouts. She was in Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do Girl Scouts or Girl Guides or any of that stuff. There used to be an organization called Big Brothers Big Sisters organization, and they would pair an adult with a child, usually a single child.
Don't like the sound where that's going.
And they were kind of like an adult for the child to hang out with.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of
Really.
that. That sounds dodgy.
Well, it is 10 a.m. time to take my meds. I ended up with two different big sisters through this organization. And basically it gave my dad a bit of a reprieve.
Mm.
Yeah, a little bit of a break, so he didn't have to take care of three kids. I would go with and hang out with someone else for a few hours. I actually found it very beneficial. It helped me a lot. My first big sister, she stopped being my big sister because her mom ended up in the hospital, so she had to take care of her mom. Why
Right.
can't I find my star? There it is. Excuse me. Yeah. So then I ended up with another big sister, and
As long
before
as
I
you've
even
got a
got
big
to,
sister, yeah. Because if
yes.
you've got a big
Oh yeah.
brother, that
No,
would
no, no,
be.
no, no.
I
They
mean, for
paired.
some
Oh,
of the
they.
boys, it's. I think it's more scarier for if you're a boy and you have a big brother, because boys and big brothers, they can sometimes overstep the boundaries, can't they?
Sometimes, yeah. It's been known to happen, but
Mm.
it's I think they do really. I think they do like really good thorough checks.
Mm.
I don't know.
Mm.
All I know is my second big sister, before I even got to meet her for the first time, she broke her leg
Oh
skiing.
God,
So first time I got to meet her,
you were helping
uh,
her.
actually, I don't know who it was. It was probably a social worker, but some lady drove me over to her house to meet her for the first time. And
Yeah.
yeah, her foot was in a cast, and she gave me a book to read.
Mm.
And so yeah, I took the book home and read it and read it and read it.
Mm.
I love books. I love
Yeah.
to read.
Yeah. Mind you, back then there was not very much else we could do, but really, was there? If you
Well, there
think
was
about
TV too,
it. Yeah, I know, but
and I
TV,
preferred reading.
it's not like how it is today. You've got dedicated channels for kids and all that. It was,
Yeah, yeah.
and there was no internet. There was none of that. It was, we had the test guard that would come on after a certain time. So the kids' television began around about
Oh, my dad
4
said
o'clock
he
or
didn't have
3 o'clock.
money for me to figure skate or any activity, but he signed my brother up for hockey, travel hockey, and bagpipes doing competitions in Scotland.
Wow.
Wow, that sounds like favoritism.
Mm.
Yeah, that sucks. I was in a bowling team in high school. The only time I ever met my teammates was when we actually had a bowling tournament in the town next door. That was the only time I actually met my teammates, because they would get together. The bowling team met um, on a weekday after school. Because of my dad's work schedule, it never worked out for him to be able to take me. So I would always go to the bowling alley on a Saturday with my dad, and he taught me how to bowl. And he worked with me on my bowling, and I loved bowling. I still love bowling. I just can't do it because of my hand and my back. But yeah, where's the triangle? Yeah. So yeah, that was the first. We had a bowling tournament, and it was on a Saturday in the town next door. So that was the yeah. Um, yeah, I was really good at bowling, and it's really funny to watch my dad and I bowl. It's really funny because you watch his ball go down the lane, and he has a spin to the left. I have a spin to the right. So I aim for the left and it goes to the right. He aims to the right and it goes to the left. My dad was also he competed on TV. He was on TV, bowling tournaments on TV a couple of times. And he won both times. And one of those times was in 1984, and he won an all expenses paid trip for two to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My mom loved that trip. And then not long after that, he was almost unalived by a train.
God.
And then he had to wear a brace, a body brace.
Mm.
Yeah, he could barely walk. Yeah, he literally squished a bone in his spine. It squished like a marshmallow.
Ouch.
Yeah, he also got to ride on the outside of a helicopter. They strapped him to a board and strapped
Oh
him
wow, those ones.
to the skis. Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time he got to ride on the outside of a helicopter. It happened
like
again. It happened again. Yes. Another time he almost got unalived by a massive boulder. And
I almost got unalived by drowning
oh, me too. At Bible camp.
when I was 7.
I was older, a little. I think I was a little old. Yeah, I was a little older than that. I don't think I went to Bible camp before my mom passed away. I think it was after my mom passed away. Yeah. And it gave my dad a little bit of a reprieve. Although I wasn't the troublemaker. I was the good one. I preferred staying in my room and reading. Or laying on the lawn in the backyard and reading.
Yeah.
Or doing anything that where I could sit and read. Yeah. Did I mention I love books?
Yeah. I don't think you told us that.
Speaking of books, Lola was asking about this one particular writer that did an Alice in Wonderland series that I worked on. Here's book 1, Trapped in Wonderland.
Oh.
Here's book 2, Captured in Wonderland.
Oh.
Here's book 3, Betrayed in Wonderland. And book 4, Transformed in Wonderland. And then this one came with swag.
Oh.
It's book 1, City of Cause, Revenge. Yep.
Wow.
It's aliens, planets.
Really
cool though. I saw book 1. I got distracted to look more, but I'm excited to read it. Yay! It was turned out okay. I actually listened. Yeah, it turned out nicely. Pre-recording, reading the book, and playing it in the background. Yeah, that was from a different writer. His name is Brian Ferentz, and I included a link to one of his books on the Amazon, the Canadian Amazon, as well. I'm Canadian, so bleh. But there's a series of books that I worked on that him and Chris Turner, I think the name of the book, the writer is. I worked on that series for the two of them, and all the work that I did for him, that I did for Brian, I did for free. Let me see here. I'm on my Kindle right now. I'm looking on Amazon. Going into Amazon. I was showing my dad the lawnmower that I want to get from Amazon.
Is it called a goat?
The lawnmower?
Yeah. Think about it. You don't need petrol. You don't need.
I wish. Okay, so the Dragon Sea Chronicles. I worked on that series for him, for Brian, and yes, Chris Turner. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And that's a really cool series too. Okay, I need to take my meds so that my one phone will stop rattling at me. Take your darn pills, girl.
I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Get a chicken. She'll eat the weeds and lay eggs. And eat the worms. Apparently I got dew worms out in my yard. Yeah. For those of you who saw last night's video, you'll know that my poor chickie bird got caughted and unalived by a predator. And my dad didn't even have the nerve to tell me until after the fact. I don't know how long after the fact, but yeah. Oh, I took my meds. I should let my phone know that I took my meds. Sell the worms? I actually had a friend that used to do that. He had an actual worm farm.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
then
gonna have to go because it's getting dark out there and I've got to get my laundry in.
okay.
Okay. I shall see you.
Ooh. Okay, we'll see you. Sorry, I'm just going through my
Okay.
phone here.
Bye.
Bye. See you
Bye.
later. Okay, so I guess it's just uh-oh. Jill did say that she would pop in if she had time. She she has a guest staying for a little while. And I guess now it's just down to me to entertain you guys. Your boyfriend wants to grow worms. Yeah. Well, this friend of mine, he had a worm farm and was selling worms, and he got really, really good at it. Not that hard. But then all of a sudden some government bureaucrat, whatever type dude showed up, and they're like, "Oh, well, you need a license, and you need to sterilize the dirt." Like, what? Sterilize the dirt. He's like, "You know what? Forget you," and he stopped selling. Yeah. How in the heck? How in the heck do you or sterilize the dirt? Like, he would dump he would like it was like almost like a long feeding trough type deal where he had the worms in the dirt, and at one end he would put like compost. Good morning, Star. Would you like to come on for a couple of minutes? I can share the link in the chat. How do I do that? How do I share? Oh. Do. Yeah. Oh, I'm just waking up. Okay. Well, I think, yeah, there's the link. Yeah, see, I don't know how to add that to chat. So, yeah. Anyways, it's there. Lola, you want to pop in and chat? Or maybe four? Or anybody else that's peeping? Oh, I have to go to my YouTube to do that? Oh, okay. Well, nah. I don't. Well, I film with my phone, and I don't want to link it in the YouTube chat. Let's see if I can do it that way. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the banner. There. Yeah. So, oh my goodness. Now I lost my train of thought. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go grab my other pen from the fridge. Ooh, nice and cold. Speaking of, oh my goodness. I swear, I think that space heater's been going all night. It is warm in here now. I just turned it down to 70. Oh, goodness. Well, so far so good. Yay. So, because Jill is not going live today because so it looks like your package wasn't delivered. Yeah, so we'll be sending you out another one, made some new ones for you, and luckily had some, oh, hey, Star. I was going through some of my stuff and I was talking about worms. I found some stuff for you. There's even some cross charms in here. So I've got a baggie full of goodies for you. These beads, there's three sets of beads on fishing line. They're heavy beads. I don't know, I did have some skull beads, but I don't know where they got to. Yeah, oh yeah. They're very nice. I thought I had more beads, but apparently I don't. But I found a bunch of stuff that I can send to Clint from Crafting with Love. So I put them in a Dreamer Designs bag. It's just a matter of doing up the packages and being able to afford to do the packages, send the packages. And I see I missed a drill. Or it was still on my pen. It was probably still on my pen. Anyways, there's that. Next is this line. Okay. So I was talking about worms. Yeah, I got worms in my yard. I got worms. So yeah, it's pretty sad that Chicky Bird died. Was unalived. Those darn predators. They got white duck and now they got Chicky Bird. Now my parents only have brown duck left. Yes, they never named the ducks. I named the chicken Chicky Bird. Oh, Lola, what are you doing messaging me during a live stream? Oh, your choice wheel. Oh, wow. Holy cow, girl. That is a lot. Are these like for you to kit up? Holy cow, that is a lot. All of my canvases are kitted up. All the canvases that I currently have in my possession are kitted up. Because during Ramey's live stream, I kitted up my little helpers. Yeah, check this out. This is my little helpers. My little helpers. 57 colors. These containers, there's 56 and there's number 57. Yeah. And then this is my overflow. This is my overflow. This bucket is full. And I was going through my stuff to get those beads for Star, and they were in this. So if I had another canvas, I could kit it up. Because I also have other bottles too. Much larger bottles than these ones. I was showing them to my friend yesterday. She's got a box for me. She's taking it to the post office on Monday to find out how much it's going to cost to ship it to me. And then hopefully she will be able to afford to ship it to me on Wednesday, when she gets paid on Wednesday. And I get paid Wednesday of the following week. But I can always get a mini loan if I need to cover the cost. I haven't opened them, just own them. Oh. Ooh. That's a lot. Oh, I can't wait until my box gets here. My final diamond painting that I ordered, final package from Temu that I ordered, has not arrived yet at my friend's place, but it is scheduled to arrive on Monday. I got the notification. I got the notification. The text notification. USPS, expected delivery by Monday, March 10th by 9 p.m. Woohoo! So, yeah. And I told her that one, that can come, she can send that one at a later date. And the next package afterwards. There is a round drill. There is a round drill in the multiplacer. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this carefully so it doesn't go flying. There we go. Yay, I got it out. You haven't opened them, just own them. Well, cool. Are you gonna do a video of each one when you open them? I wouldn't mind seeing them. Or even just take a picture of the thumbnail. That'd be cool. So has anybody noticed anything new and different about my live stream playlist? I did something with my live stream playlist. I thought, what the heck? I wanted to prettify it up. Oh, and that's something that I can pester my daughter about too while she's here. Come on, have you drawn those pictures yet for me? Where's my monsters? I want my monsters. Yeah. So oh my God, she's bringing her Xbox. I can add my account to her Xbox and I can play my games. Got to get gonna have to get an external hard drive for it though. Or I don't do videos. I keep thinking of it. Well, you could do videos and just share with your friends. You don't have to share on YouTube. You could just share with your Trainwreck family. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hint, hint. Or just take pictures and share them. Yeah. So, okay, next is percentage. Let's go with the percentage. So, yeah, after the percentage, then I've just got the dashes, and then I can switch to the other case. So I am, yeah, worms. Oh, God. Don't forget your towel. You know, you know. uh, I now have 2 reference points for the towel. Uh, they're weird people, that group. Well, yeah, that is true, but we still love you. Oh God. So I've been watching some of Lorna's videos, her old live streams. What I did was I just saved her whole live stream playlist, and so like I'll play it, and of course I give all her videos a thumbs up, and I just sit and I listen to her chat and her live streams. Yeah, that girl's been online for quite a few years now. Yeah, towel. You're super shy. Well, you can then just take pictures and share them in the group. I'm super shy too, but see, um, with me, you get like little glimpses, you get like little peeks here and there of my face. There's one video where you actually get to see my whole face. One of these days, I might do some more videos where you get to see my whole face. Maybe. Uh, again, maybe. Maybe after I've lost some weight, because I'm a big fluffy girl and I need to slim down a little bit. I need to be yes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've gone back in my I have actually binge watched my entire binge all diamond paintings playlist. It took a few days at double the speed. Oh, thank you, Star. So are you. You also have a beautiful heart. You are such a wonderful person, Star. And so are you, Lola. So yeah, okay. So I was saying the last package that will be delivered on Monday to my friend is a diamond painting that I am more than willing to wait for, because I originally bought it to do for Wolfie's fiance, now ex fiance. So he ain't getting that snake. Yes, Star really is wonderful. And I wish I had there was enough time for me to be able to get on there and watch the live streams while they're happening. Speaking of live streams, um, at some point in the future, I want to get a webcam, or yeah, like a GoPro or something. So then, excuse me, with Streamlabs, you can actually have like 2 cameras at the same time playing at the same time. So I could actually you could, excuse me, oh my goodness. So you could actually see my face while I'm talking, and on my other camera, you can see what I'm working on. That's on Streamlabs. And I'm learning all of this stuff from watching other YouTubers. Learning all kinds of things from these other YouTubers that live stream every day. All right, I'm going to move that away from the heat, which is like right here. I'm going to do my specials. Yeah, this couple of the YouTubers have started, they've gone from StreamYard to Streamlabs because Streamlabs is way cheaper. StreamYard has apparently increased their prices exponentially because it's under new ownership, and the new ownership is just like, apparently they're a-hole like the Ubis of Tubis. But there are new features with StreamYard. But I stick to the basics because I don't have StreamYard on my laptop. I have Streamlabs on my laptop, and I've got Streamlabs on this phone. I also only have StreamYard on this phone. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I want to get a web, like I've got, well, there's the built-in webcam on my laptop. But I want to get like a portable webcam or GoPro, whichever, so that I can have that one angled to look at my project, whatever I'm working on. And I cannot do that with my laptop because I would have to angle the laptop monitor down, and then I wouldn't be able to see the screen at all. I wouldn't be able to see anything that's going on the screen. Yeah. So one of these days, it is going to be very interesting having my daughter living here with me, because I only have so much space. But thankfully, yeah, she and we are like two peas in a pod. Like I was saying earlier, I understand where she's coming from. She and I both have weird sleep schedules, weird sleep patterns. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be Monday or Tuesday. I have to call the respiratory place in the town next door and see if they got the information and whatnot for me to get my CPAP. And then I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to schedule to go there and get it. Yeah, I'll have to do that hopefully on the following week when I go to the town next door to go grocery shopping. Yeah, on the 20th, because I get paid on the 19th. And I don't know if my daughter's gonna. It's most likely too late in the month for her to get a check on the 19th. We are Rose, though. Vital Air. No, it's oh my goodness. It is. Let me see here. IRS. No. Respiratory therapist? No. Independent Respiratory Services. Apparently it's a medical. What? Wait, what? It says 17 miles. Okay. It is a medical clinic. Yeah. But that's where I'm going to be going to pick up my seriously, there is a sleep clinic? Oh my. Anyways, pros. Yeah, we are pros. Well, most of her life it was her and I, and with the periodic guy here and there. Yeah. So so she's used to me, I'm used to her. even though it's been over 10 years. It's been over 15 years. It's been a long time. Yeah. Except for like there were a few times she came in and stayed when my oxygen took about 2 hours to be set up and delivered. They gave me a machine to the home during my initial test. Yeah, I had my initial test was just the simple device that I brought home and hooked up to myself and then slept, and then took it back as soon as I was able to, took it back so they could get the test results. And they're like, yeah, according to this, you stopped breathing. I think it was like, oh my goodness, 13, 14, 16 times an hour, something like that. I think it was 14. So it was on the low scale. And they're like, yeah, we would recommend a more in-depth test just to be on the safe side. Because the results were too low for disability to cover the cost of the CPAP machine. So that's why I ended up going and doing the overnight sleep test at the clinic. So yeah, I went and got that done, and 46 times an hour that I stop breathing during REM sleep. Is that crazy or what? An hour. That's almost every minute that I stop breathing in an hour. Yeah. I was telling my dad about how I have to go and get fitted for a CPAP, and he went and he made a negative comment about it. And then I went and I said, well, apparently I stopped breathing 46 times an hour during REM sleep. Well, he has not said anything about it since. And he doesn't believe in all of these newfangled things for medical and whatnot. And he thinks I don't need a CPAP machine. It's like, this is coming from the same man who was diagnosed with COPD. We know he has sleep apnea because he tested positive, like, I don't know, like several years ago. We found out that yes, he has sleep apnea. They tried fitting him for a CPAP machine, and he didn't like the way it felt, so he said, nope, forget it, I'm not doing it. So yeah, he refuses to be treated for COPD. He refuses about uh, I do have dreams about drown. I dream that I'm able to breathe underwater. Yes, old men suck. I remember. Yeah. Well, it sucks getting old, and he doesn't like being reminded of it. That's what it is. That's what I am quite certain that's what it is. He does not like being reminded of how old he actually is. I would love for him to be able to uh, hop into, and I said this in yesterday's video. I would love for him to be able to, for him and his girlfriend to be able to hop into their RV and take off and go camping anytime they want for as long as they want, and not have to worry about anything happening to their home while they're gone, about anything happening to their RV while they're gone. The last time they went camping with the RV, they had to take it to the shop afterwards. I can't remember what was wrong with it, but yeah, there was something happened and they had to take it in. And I was at Wendy's with my oxygen on. A young girl asked what it was. I told her I was a mermaid, but when on land, I need help to breathe. Oh, that is so you're a mermaid. Oh, oh wow, you have to take oxygen with you everywhere. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. I just need it to help me sleep. And I was telling my boyfriend about the CPAP machine, and he's like, "Yeah, I have friends that need that." that need it. And I'm like, well, I'm hoping that with the sleep, once I start using the CPAP, it'll help me sleep better at night. So then I'll actually have a decent night's sleep. So then I'll actually feel rested when I get up. Oh, you did? Oh, wow. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping that like it'll give me more energy during the day. So I'll actually feel motivated enough to actually do more during the day. Um, and I'll actually get out of the house and like go for walks. Of course, with my bike at first until my back is not going to be like screaming bloody murder at me. Um, and like go for walks and go for bike rides, and it'll help having my daughter here because I can pester her to go. And it'll be like, come on, go for a walk. You need the exercise. Only if you're coming with me. Okay, fine. I'll go with you. And then we'll just walk around the A-frame cabins. Yeah, give it a few weeks. Yeah. But that'll give me energy. It'll give me energy. And then I'll start losing weight. And I know my daughter and I both need to do that badly because yeah, she's gotten a little on the fluffy side too over the years. And it started from when she was living at my ex-husband's. Um, when I was going through a period of time where she had to go and stay at his place, and while she was staying there, she was helping him with her brother and sister, and she hated being there. And then when he got arrested, she didn't have to stay there anymore. Yay! Oh, yeah, I could get into that at a later date, but yeah, uh he was a bad boy. He got caught. And let's just leave it at that for now. Yeah, it felt weird having the being hooked up to that machine and all the wiring and all that stuff. And I the one that I brought home didn't really have any problems with it. Felt a little weird at first, but I had no problem sleeping with it on. I thought I slept really well that night, actually. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, yeah, while she was living at his place, she slept on the couch. And yeah, she pretty much lived on the love seat, on one of the love seats, and gaming all the time she was on her laptop all the time. And he would bring her meals to her, but he was not the best at housekeeping at all. It was so bad it got to the point where she stopped eating his cooking because he was not that great at housekeeping or doing dishes. When we were together, I did the dishes. Yeah. So no, she stopped eating his cooking. Oh, I don't need that anymore. And so then the only time she ate was when she was at school or at her friend's place. Yeah. But yeah, when he got arrested, she went and moved into my dad's house. Well, actually, she stayed with my sister for a little while until my dad was able to get a room set up for her. And yeah, then she was living with my dad until she turned 19. And then when she turned 19, she went and moved into an assisted living group home for people with disabilities. Yeah. And then she went from that place to another place, assisted living home, for a bit. No, she didn't. She moved into oh my, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, she moved into the basement of the house of this one woman that worked for this place that worked alongside Yeah, the ministry. Yeah. And then from there, she moved to the city, and she moved into a room of another person's house. Same thing. And she was supposed to look, they were going to look into getting her into the university, for doing like digital art um, stuff. Because, yeah, she is quite the artist. And I've always encouraged her artwork. When she was really little, she used to love watching me draw pictures, and I suck at it. All my animals pretty much look the same. They do. They all pretty much look the same. But she used to love getting me to draw pictures for her, and I got books for her that help teach you how to draw certain things. I even got her private one-on-one drawing lessons, and I would take her out to this lady's house, and then like an hour or two later, a couple hours later, I'd go back and pick her up and bring her home, and yeah. And the woman, she only charged me like 10 or $20 a session. So like super duper cheap. Yeah. I was not a big fan of her husband, because her husband was he was like the supervisor, head honcho dude for the Ministry for Children and Family Development, which is their fancy title at the time for CPS, Child Protective Services. Is basically who they are. Yeah. Not a big fan of his. Yeah. Because apparently he really liked taking kids from their parents. Yeah. So, yeah, he was not a very popular person in town, especially with single moms and single dads. I knew a single dad. He had a little girl. She was the sweetest little thing. And he was young, but he was a really good dad. He was a really good dad. Hmm. What else should I talk about? Ah, I don't know what else to talk about. Come on, somebody give me something to talk about. Anything. Just not worms or towels. F. So what is everybody else working on? Of course, I'm working on, this is my Carousel Dreams. I thought I would work on something nice, um, to prevent Katya from having scary dreams because of my canvases. Yeah, the other canvases that I have are all kind of a little on the disturbing side, I guess you could say. Except I do have my little helpers kitted up, but they have not been added to my wheel, the one wheel, because I'm going to wait until this one is done before I actually add it. So all I've done is kit up the drills. J. J, 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 J. Sorry, my phone was going to die. Okay, Lola, I need a subject, a topic, something to talk about. My mind is starting to run dry. I don't know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna sing a little tune here. I don't know what to talk about. Oh my goodness. I actually had after uh favorite movies. Oh, um Serenity, based off the Firefly series. That's my number one favorite. I like natural disaster movies too. Like The Day After Tomorrow is also a favorite of mine. The Matrix movies, I really love those movies. Oh, The Dark Crystal. Oh, you saw Freeze Frame? That was oh my god, that was so well. I think it was so well done. That actor is amazing. I swear it's the same actor from that movie Mouse Hunt. I'm quite sure he plays the younger brother on Mouse Hunt. I think it's called Mouse Hunt. About the two brothers, the boyfriend loves, yeah, Day After Tomorrow. I love that movie. That was a really good movie. But yeah, I think it's called Mouse Hunt, where these two brothers, they inherit this house and they decide to renovate it and sell it. And they discover that a mouse lives in the house, so they're trying to catch the mouse, and the mouse keeps their their traps keep backfiring, and oh, it's hilarious. But yeah, I think it's the same actor. And but yeah, the oh my goodness, that movie Freeze Frame is so scared. Was so good. Yeah, you think it's the same guy? Oh, let me go Google it. Yeah. Yeah, he's in Mouse Hunt. Yeah, he's also in There's Something About Mary and the Medallion. Yep, yep. Freeze Frame, 2004. Cool. My daughter and I do that too. We'll be watching a movie and an actor will come on and we're like, "Hey, isn't that the guy that plays this person on this movie?" I think it is. Look it up. Yeah, it is. What about that person? I remember that person on this movie. Yeah, you don't want to watch a movie with us because yeah, we'll spend a good portion of that movie doing that. Yeah. Oh goodness, what other movies do I like? Oh my goodness. Movies. Oh my god, all of a sudden I got this stupid joke that just popped into my head that I shared it recently. It's funny. Oh, then you start reading and miss the movie. No, I don't. I like if it's a movie that I really want to watch, then I'll sit there and I'll watch it um and like yeah, I'm like totally riveted by it. Like I was so riveted by that movie Freeze Frame. I just couldn't like normally when I watch a movie, I'm also playing games on my on my phone and somewhat watching the movie, but that movie Freeze Frame, nope, nope, nope. I was laying in bed watching it. Um because it's more comfortable than sitting on the love seat. So I'm like laying in bed watching it and yeah, could not take my eyes off the screen. It's like, oh my god, oh my god. But yeah, and the reason that I watched the movie is because of what's going on with my number one favorite YouTube channel and the lawsuits. Oh my god, the lawsuits. So many lawsuits. Yeah, the movie did go a bit fast. It wasn't a very long movie, but it was very well done. Yeah, what the hell? If you watch their Whatnot live streams when Jeremy and George are doing them, especially George, you bought it. I haven't watched it. I've heard it. I've heard about it. I don't have Whatnot. I don't watch Whatnot because I don't have the money. And it would just make me cry. I want to get that, but I don't have the money. Even with their free $15, I can't afford it because of the cost of shipping all the way from Florida. Unless I'm watching the kids. Oh shoot. I bumped the cord. Darn it. Sorry about that. I went to scratch my arm and I snagged the chart. Yes, I know you live by Detroit. How far away from Ohio is that? Wooster, Ohio. Because that's where the kids live. And maybe I should get your mailing address and just have all my orders shipped to you, and then you can ship them to me. People are buying in Detroit, coming home because of the duties and tax. It's 38% extra. Yes, earthquake. Yes. Stuff like that. Oh my goodness. It really sucks that Temu does not or will not ship to a post office box. Really sucks. Because if they did, I'd just I'd just have them shipped to here. Ohio is here. There's an island. Then we can see the Ohio plants smokestacks. Well, I have like my friend in Colorado. She like she ships packages to me. She's got some diamond paintings and a cross stitch kit for me to work on for her. So I just have my Temu orders go to her, and then she packs them up with her stuff, and then sends it all to me. But yeah, I bet if I had something shipped to you, you'd probably be like, "Well, I like that. I'm keeping it." Or where'd you get that? How much was it? Oh, I'm gonna order it now. Get myself one. So yes, Lola. I know you wouldn't do that. I'm joking. But one of the cross stitch kits that I have coming to me is the letter J, and it was supposed to be for my daughter's fiance. Well, he ain't getting it now. Nope, nope, nope. It's gonna go back to my friend for her daughter. Yeah, because we're pretty sure her daughter will like it more than her husband. Their names both start with the J. So yeah, her daughter's gonna get it instead. Your real name starts with J. Ah, I might just buy two. I could buy two. Yeah. And that would help cover the cost of oh wait. Oh wait. If I have them shipped to you, there's no duties and customs. And then with you to ship them to me, there's no duties and customs. Oh, you legally changed your first and last names? So there's just shipping. So if I order something like if I go onto Temu and I find something and I show it to you and you're like, "Ooh, I want one too," I'll order two, and that'll cover the cost of shipping for you to ship to me. Well, it would go towards the cost of shipping for you to ship to me. Hey, There's an idea. Ooh, hey, oh, yeah. Then I don't have to pay twice. Then I don't have to pay twice for my Temu orders. Woohoo, I love that idea. So you'll have to send me you'll have to send me your mailing address. Yeah. I'll still have to pay the taxes and duties on packages from my friend, but that's okay. Because it's still cheaper than it's still cheaper than what she pays to buy the darn things. Hi, Carrie. Hello, Carrie. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it is 11 o'clock. Yeah, Jill's not doing a live today, but she does have a video that's going to be that's getting uploaded or is already uploaded because she is busy with company. And I still have enough time on my StreamYard, my free StreamYard. Because let's see, I'm about 17 hours now. Yeah, I think I got like I'm up to I should be up to 17 hours now. Because at last check it was 15. And I get 20 for free. So that means I still have 3 hours of free time for tomorrow. Yeah, because today's the 8th, so then and then it reloads on Monday on the 10th. So all good. All good, all good. But yeah, for me to do more live streams, I would definitely have to purchase a plan. And I will not go with StreamYard. I will not pay StreamYard because they are, yeah, redonkulously expensive. So instead, yeah, I will purchase Streamlabs. But I'm going to wait until after I've got a webcam to do that. Because then I can have 2 cameras on at the same time here. You love Temu. My dad's girlfriend stopped ordering from Temu because it's it's too easy to overspend on Temu. It is too easy to overspend on Temu. And my dad thinks it's just a waste of money. He thinks Temu is a waste of money. Well, if you buy useless crap, then yeah, I don't buy useless crap. Well, okay, that's a lie, because I did buy a couple of things that turned out to be useless crap. One was these little earring clips that are supposed to help with headaches or tinnitus or something like that. And well, I just can't keep them on. And then this other one was like this I really don't know. Can't think of the word. But you put it in. You need money to order more. Yeah, I get paid on the 19th, but with everything that's going on, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to place another order. But I do have my next order ready. All I got to do is hit place order. So yeah, my shopping cart is already ready and waiting, and it's like just under $60 Canadian, or no, US. So I think what I'm gonna do is once I have your mailing address, I'll change it and then see what the price what the price will be. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Damn squirrel brain. Please help. What was I saying? Before I was distracted by Temu. Oh, teeth. They have these teeth molds. You put this stuff. It's kind of like a waxy putty type stuff. You put it in hot water, to slightly melt it, and then you put it in this tooth mold. Then you put it in your mouth and you press down and you let it cool down, and it hardens as it's cooling. And then you take it out and you take it out of your mouth, and then you take it out of the mold. Yeah, useless crap. Yeah, because well, I have gap teeth because of I suck at brushing my teeth. To put it bluntly, I hate brushing my teeth. I'm not good at it. Um, so I have lost a few teeth over the years, and so I have a toothy grin. Yes, I have a toothy grin, which is the biggest reason why I don't go on camera very often, because of my gap tooth grin. Um, so I got this thinking, oh, maybe it'll help. Thank you, Lola. That's why my phone meowed at me. Um, so letter U. So yeah, I tried using the stuff, and well, it just did not work. So I tossed it in the garbage. And those earring thingies, those clip-on earring thingies, I do not know what I did with them. They disappeared somewhere. I just they clip on, you know how like some earlobes they've got, well, most earlobes, they've got that little divot thingy that sticks out, and it's to cuts down on the wind and debris from going into your ear canal. Well, it's these little earring thingies. They're supposed to clip on right there. Well, these ones, they just don't stay, and I cannot remember for the life of me where I put them. But they are around here somewhere. They'll turn up eventually someday, unless they accidentally get knocked onto the floor and get vacuumed up. Yeah. And I got them because, well, I miss having earrings. Genetics play a lot in teeth. Yeah, everyone, yeah, has bad teeth, even the toddlers. The BFA family, Big F and A-hole family. I don't know who do you mean by BFA? That's what popped into my head. Big F and A-hole family. Okay, okay. Yeah. My family, actually, we have beautiful, wonderful teeth. Apparently, we have really good teeth. Um, yeah. No need for dentures. I mean, dentures. No need for you can call them the a-holes. It's, yeah, no need for braces. That's the word. Although apparently my little girl Emily did end up wearing braces for a while. She gets that from her father's side. Yep, yep, yep. That's that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Oh my God, I still cannot believe my baby girl is 19. She's 19. She turned 19 in January. And then my big baby girl, she turns 28 in January. And my son is like 15 or 16 as of in December. Yeah, his birthday's. Yeah, I had my son on my grandmother's birthday, December 16th. I'm done this section. Woo-hoo! I get to use my roller. My front tooth is crooked, but it's because I'm crack. Woohoo. You, okay, they straightened a bit when I had a molar pulled. Kids are getting old. Yeah, my kids are getting old. All right, I'm almost done this row. Oh my God. Yeah. I gotta move my table mate. So I've got enough room to move this over. When I went to the food bank yesterday, there is like a desk, a table that would be the perfect size. That sucker is like, I don't know, like 6 feet long. It would be perfect for a workstation. My son was born in 2009. Yeah, I believe he was born in 2009. I would have to look. I have a picture of both of the birth certificates for both my son and daughter. And basically that's pretty much the only way that I can remember. I'm able to remember how old they are. Their birth dates, I remember. Well, okay, excuse me, January 5th and December 16th. The years, forget it. I'm always forgetting. So your grandson is 2010. So yeah, he would be 15. So my son would be 16. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Math ain't mathing really well for me either. Most of the time. I blame that on multiple blows to the head. In my youth. Ouch. Alrighty. Let's cover up this section. Yeah, I think it's time. This one's too wrinkled. No, it's good. It'll do. Yeah, it'll do. Oh wow, wow. That is very close. So no, I'm gonna do it this way because I like having these overlaps. So then there's no risk of anything getting on the sticky parts. And it just means basically, yeah, it just means that I need to yeah, get another release paper. So yeah, I'm really I really gotta get my daughter in gear and get her to do those pictures. Um I'm wanting her to draw some monsters, some scary monsters for my channel and my Facebook page. So that I've got the cute ones that Brother Tom from Diamond Painting with the Edwards Family that he did for me. Those ones you can see, they are the thumbnails for my live streams. After they've been, yeah. The pictures are on my laptop, so yeah. Anyways, but like I want her scary pictures, her scary drawings, monsters as well, because I am going to look into getting them done as release papers and stickers, and then I can share them with all of you guys out there in the Ubis of Tubis world. Yeah, just like Jill and Tom do, and just like Craftish Kristen does. Yeah. Of which I'm still waiting for Jill to send me mine. Yeah. I know she's super busy, so I'm and thankfully I'm a very patient person with most people. Some people not so much, but that's because, well, I've been patient with them for many years, and I'm not as patient as I used to be. I love stickers too. I can't wait. I can't wait. The ones that Brother Tom did, they're so cute. There's one that he did that's supposed to be a little scary. It's a little peeper. He's a little peeper. And that one's cute too. I think that one's cute too. I need to rearrange that. There we go. Now I can see my drills in my tray. It's the one downside to this tray. It is dark, and which makes it difficult to see the drills. Yeah. So I finally saw one of Jill's lives. The last live stream that she did that I missed was on my replay, and it's where she's kitting up her heaven and earth, that owl for her heaven and earth. Yeah. I think I fell asleep while watching it too. Nothing new there. Those of you who know, those of you who know me well. They know that I fall asleep during Jill's live streams. I have a tendency of doing that. Yes. But then I always catch it on the replay. I just add it to my watch later list and watch it several days later when I get to it. Oh my God. I was down to 2 days behind, and you cut vinyl decals. I still have to find a home for, I've got a couple of big stickers that I need to find a home for. One says emotional support animal, and it's a picture of animal from the Muppets. I got that from Temu. There was actually 2 in the package, and I gave one to my boyfriend. And then the other one is kind of like a bumper sticker. With my next vehicle, I'm going to put it on my next vehicle in the window though. And it says, "Don't mind the scratches. I like it rough." All of a sudden, it's super quiet because I keep wanting to say furnace. My space heater cut out because it's warm enough in here now. Yeah, I had to pull out my little mini hand vacuum that I got from Temu and suck up all the dust and hair that's on the underside of it. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just thinking, I really like this table. When I eventually move out of this thing, I want to keep this table. So I'm going to cover it with stickers because I want to keep it. Yeah. Just like Jill has stickers all over the board that she uses for her that she mounts her diamond paintings on to work on them. Yeah, she's got stickers all over that. I'm going to do the same with this table. That's what I'm going to do with my emotional support animal sticker. Yeah. I miss my emotional support animal. I was his emotional support human. My poor Peaches. But yeah, I was saying in my video yesterday, floors never end. It's always dirty. Yeah, yeah. Yep, that is too true. Um, yeah, thanks a lot. Squirrel brain here. Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, trailers. With my daughter living here with me, I'm gonna pester her to try and save up as much money as she can each month to go towards the purchase of her own mobile home, like a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. I'd actually really like to find a bigger, like, pull behind or fifth wheel, something bigger than this, and then I'll live in that next door, and she can live in this, and then we can together work on winterizing my place. And then because of the size of this place, I would only be able to handle fostering like one cat at a time with the size of this place. But if I can get into a bigger place, yeah, we'll be neighbors. And I'll be like right here in case she needs help with anything. Well, next door. Um, but yeah, if I can get a bigger place, then I can foster like 2 or 3 cats. Yeah. But the reason I have not done it yet is because I need a vehicle. I need a vehicle that is reliable and cheap on gas. Because in order to foster an animal, you need to be able to take them to and from vet visits and be able to like get to the, yeah, if yeah, any appointments that they need to go to, you need to be able to take them. Because the SPCA, they cover the cost of they cover the cost of everything for animals that are being fostered. It's just up to the foster parent to transport them. Yes, they are expensive, but they're cheaper on gas than trucks and vans. And my van is, well, let's not go there. There's a short in the wiring somewhere that keeps draining the battery, and I don't know where that short is. So, yeah, the van needs a lot of work, and yeah, so that's why it's it's storage. I use it for storage. It's dry storage. I have a dehumidifier in there to prevent humidity from damaging anything, so um we can store a whole bunch of stuff in there for my daughter because, well, it's a van, and yeah, it's got a bed frame that yeah, you can slide it out and make it into a bigger bed frame. No mattress. That is uncomfortable. I wish my boyfriend would get a cheap Ford Topaz or some 90s car that isn't electric. Uh, avoid Ford. Fords have a lot of issues. Although, if I was going to get a Ford, it would be a Ford Ranger pickup truck. Those are awesome little trucks. I had one briefly. It was a standard, but I loved it. I learned how to drive with a standard. I had my first vehicle was a Datsun 210 wagon, and it actually belonged to my ex-boyfriend's dad and then his uncle. And I bought it off of his uncle. And his uncle drove it out. I gave him the cash, and then he hitchhiked back home so that so he could spend it all on booze at the bar. Yeah, but I really liked that car because, well, my boyfriend used to get to drive it in high school, and so yeah, used to bomb around during lunch. You want a Rover? Yeah, they're nice too. If we find it, we don't. Yeah, yeah. Well, so I have I have owned a few Ford vehicles in my time. Um, the Ford Fusion I did not own. My ex-husband owned it, but I was the primary driver, so I got to drive it, and it was a nice ride. Brand new motor, brand new windshield. Oh yeah. Until I drove it into a snowbank, and then it got towed into town, and then it got repossessed by the bank. or by the dealership. Was repossessed by the dealership. Yeah. Yep. A Ford Ranger truck. Yes, they are a really small truck, and I really like them because they are cheap on gas, and they just, I don't think they're powerful enough to pull something like this though. But they are really cool little trucks. And I would get a little and then I would get a canopy for it. And oh yeah, I'd be bombing around in that thing all the time. But yeah, my little Ford Ranger truck that I had, oh my goodness, it needed work, but it was still drivable. The coil spring from the right front strut snapped. A chunk snapped off, and so it was rubbing against the tire. So yeah, I had to do something about that. I had to replace the tire, and I had to replace the coil, but I don't think I ever did. I can't remember what I did, what happened. But I couldn't have, yeah, at that point in time, I couldn't afford to keep the truck on the road. So I just had it towed away. Yeah. Chrysler 300 be 200 for me. Too big for you to drive? I used to drive a 16, 18-foot motorhome while I was living in it. Biggest thing I ever drove. Yep. But yeah, I actually I wouldn't mind getting a little car because they're great on gas. Actually, a little Firefly would be awesome because those things are awesome on gas. Oh, you had to give up your Mustang because it just sat there? Oh, my sister has a Mustang. She loves that car. My daughter, at one point, she wanted to get a Mustang, like a classic Mustang or a smart car. I could just picture the two of us in a smart car. We'd both be like squished in there. It wouldn't be big enough for the two of us and our groceries. That's for darn sure. Nope. It would be hilarious. You can't see good over the wheel? Have you tried using a cushion? Oh my goodness. I don't think I could handle having a vehicle where I couldn't see over the dash. It would happen. That's right. You're shorter than I am. Yeah, you said you're 147 centimeters. That's 4'9", right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm like 5 foot nothing. I'm 5 foot fuck all. Yeah. I have an ex that's 4'9". I've been trying to reconnect with him. He he lives in Ontario. I can hardly reach the pedal and have the wheel not touch me. You're at like 4'11" when you're lucky. I'm 5'1" when I'm lucky. Actually, I'm 5'1" when my ex cracks my back for me because it stretches my spine out a little bit. I have a medical condition called spondylolisthesis. Mouthful. Yes, I know. It's basically the discs in my spine slide out of joint. So when my spine is under stress, I shrink. And so then I have to do stretches, which basically means I stand up straight with my feet together, my knees together, and my knees straight, and then I bend forward and I let my hands swing low. And if I stand there long enough, all of a sudden I feel Yeah, all of a sudden my back will go crick, 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 crick. Oh, it does. Oh, it does. It hurts a little bit. Oh, yeah. My spine will actually like normally, okay, as far as I know, if you run your hand down your spine, like you run your fingers down your spine on your back, you should be able to feel all the joints or the discs or whatever. My spine, when I'm under a lot of pain, you can't touch my spine. It's not there. And yeah, it's like there's a groove there. There's no spine there. It's a groove. It's like my back. It just goes spine. What spine? No, we're spineless here. Go look elsewhere. Yeah, there were many a times when I had my dishwashing job in the town next door. There were many a times when I would have to stop work and then just like bend over, lean over, not bend over, but lean over and stretch my back in order to stretch my back. And I hate it. I would always try and have my back to the wall because I never liked that because I got a big butt and I cannot lie. The last thing I wanted was for one of my coworkers to walk in and just turn and look and come around the corner and there's my butt or my boss. And then it's like, oh, hi, Kevin. Only Kevin I've ever liked. Yeah, bad experiences with Kevins in the past. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your tailbone swells? I have a bad tailbone too. Yes, childhood injury. Yes, I went to sit on a hammock. My friend, her house when she was little, her house there was a crawl space under like half the house in the basement, and we used to go under there, and like you could kind of walk around in there on your knees. Well, we went and we found a hammock and we hung it up between a couple of posts. And I went and sat on it. And then I went and I put my full weight on it to bring my feet up to lay down on it and stretch out. And one of the ropes snapped. Boom! Cement floor on my tailbone. Yeah, it has not been the same since. So I get a numb bum if I sit for too long. Just a little bit of pressure on, like a little bit of pressure over time adds up to a lot of pain. Um, yeah, like if I just sit with my arm like this, it's like leaning against the edge. It's like it's just leaning here. No pressure, not really any pressure or anything like that. But if I sit here long enough with my arm like this, I'll end up with a bruise on my arm. Yeah, it's super sensitive skin. Loads of fun. Oh, it's really fun when my boyfriend's here, though. Use your imagination, of course. I have my back is like super duper sensitive. That's why I love it when my daughter scratches my back because she knows just the right of pressure to use when scratching, which is like next to no pressure, but not light enough that it tickles. Yeah, my dad, no. I've asked him to scratch my back in the past, and it's just instant pain. And it's like, oh my God, no, 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 that's too hard, too hard. Yeah. I used to get my tailbone cracked. Ooh, I have never had my tailbone cracked. I don't know if I would like that. Yeah, I don't know if I would like that at all, having my tailbone cracked. Although for a while I did go see a chiropractor. Yeah, I was seeing I've seen a chiropractor. I've been to a massage therapist. I've been to physiotherapy. The physiotherapy kind of made things worse. Um, they were focused on the pain in my neck rather than the pain in my back, and they would have me lay on my back, flat on my back, which made the pain in my back worse. So I eventually stopped going to physiotherapy. Massage therapy, oh my goodness, massage therapy was nice. But after a while, it stopped working too. Yeah. The last time I had a massage was on my honeymoon. Yeah, that was a nice massage. And especially after the fact that, especially after because we had gone horseback riding before that. Yeah, I'm quite certain that was the first time my now ex-husband had ever been on a horse. Because, well, he kind of grew up in, yeah, semi-isolated. Oh, my, nope. Stop coming. You need an MRI. Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. Actually, that reminds me of this one guy that my dad knew. My dad told me this story. This one guy that he knew, he was at this house, and there was like there was like a little step. Well, this guy, he tripped over this step and fell, and didn't think anything of it. He ended up getting a headache or something like that, or a stiff neck, or something like that. He was going to go to a chiropractor and get the chiropractor to like crack his neck and whatnot. And this one friend is like, no, you should go to the doctor first and get an x-ray done. And it's a good thing he did go to the doctor and get an x-ray done rather than going to a chiropractor, because apparently that fall broke his neck. So he actually had to wear a head brace, or I think it's a halo. It's called a halo, to keep your head in place so that your neck, so it can, yeah, it was crazy. It's like walking around with a broken neck. I actually went to school with a guy that he fell off a horse and broke his neck. And yeah, he had to wear a body brace and a head brace for a while, until he healed. Um, and then he ended up, the last I heard anything to do with him, he had a reptile farm store thingy place. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how he like break your neck and yet you're still alive. And I know, like when I was growing up, it's like, oh, you break your neck, you die. You're unalived. You can't survive having your neck broken. Well, apparently you can, depending on how it's broken. Yeah, and don't go see a chiropractor afterwards. Talk about freaking the chiropractor out. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, I've got my dog gave me whiplash by running into me. My glasses went in my forehead and my neck was screwed up for 3 years. You couldn't look up or sideways. Oh, that would suck. That would suck. I've had my glasses smacked into my face a couple of times in my life. Both times was in a fight. The first time it happened, that fight, I did not fight back because she was like a third of my size and like a few years younger than me, and she basically smacked the glasses off my face. I ended up with two black eyes because of it. Yeah, but I still refused to raise a finger against her because of her age and her size. And then it turned out afterwards that we were both pregnant. Yeah, I was pregnant with my first. The next time it happened was just a few years ago, actually. I went ballistic on this junkie that was squatting on the couch in the dining room. And yeah, I was not allowed to kick her out of the house, but I sure as hell tried, because she was a guest of one of my housemates. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, she got on my last nerve, and I lost it. I am not a fighter, but I lost it, and I tried to grab her ear. I I tried to I tried to grab her ear, um, to then drag her out of the house by her ear. Well, I didn't succeed. Oh, but I ended up grabbing her by the hair a lot of the times, and she turned around and just smoked me in the face, knocked my glasses off my face, and they cut my eyebrow. I ended up with like a 1 inch cut on my just below my eyebrow. And yeah, and Jag was in the bedroom as always, and he heard this kerfuffle, and yeah, this was before the landlord pretty much moved himself in too, actually, um, for good, because he was actually back at his parents' house when when this incident occurred. But yeah, he heard this kerfuffle going on, and he comes out and he sees me trying to drag this girl out the door. He's like, "What the hell is going on?" Yeah, because the last time he saw me that mad, I was attacking him. Yeah, only yeah, there's only been like 4 times in my life where I've actually been so mad that I've actually physically attacked somebody else. And the very first time was against my sister, but it was pretty much just to defend myself. But then the next 2 times after that was against Jag, Wolfie's father, and then the last time was against this girl. And yeah, I was yelling at Jag, "Call 911 because I'm gonna need an ambulance." You're at the restaurant? Ooh, burger and fries and a Coke. Any kind of burger. The bigger the better. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over to 7-Eleven to get money out of the out of the ATM. I should do that and get a pizza while I'm there. Oh, yeah, I'll get a pizza while I'm there. And because I need to get money out of the ATM so I can give it to my boyfriend for gas for driving all the way out to pick up my daughter. Yeah, on Monday. Yeah, yeah. On Monday. It really sucks that he won't be able to stick around after dropping her off on Monday though, because he's got to go home and get some sleep, feed his cat. Burger King. Ooh, I haven't had Burger King in ever. I don't think I've ever had Burger King. Oh, uh-oh. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, oh dear. There's 3 drills here. Oh yeah, it was the letter. It was actually, I think there is a Burger King here in town now. Ooh, yeah. Burger King, Pizza Hut, and oh my God, why do I keep forgetting? There's another one. Oh, Burger King, Pizza Hut, and uh, another one. And those are off to the right, as well as Subway, but Subway's been here for a long time. To the left is Tim Hortons, 7-Eleven, Wendy's, which is new, and A&W. Burger King, Pizza Hut. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, that's gonna. Oh, whatever. Anyways, I don't think I've ever had Burger King. I'm gonna have to check that out one of these days. Yeah, one of these days. Go over there, take Wolfie over there, and go have a burger and fries, and a Coke. Do they do Coca-Cola there, or is it Pepsi? If it's Pepsi, I'm boycotting. I want my Coca-Cola. I used to drink a lot of Coca-Cola. Now I think I have it like once or twice a month. When I get paid, I only get paid once a month, but when I get paid, I go to 7-Eleven and I get a pizza and a Slurpee. And it's got to be a Coca-Cola Slurpee. And sometimes I add Orange Crush, if they have it. Then if they don't, it's just root beer. But if they do have Orange Crush, then I get Orange Crush and root beer as well as my Coca-Cola. Yep. And pizza. Ooh, pizza. And sometimes I even get something for dessert. Last time I got a Rice Krispie square and not enough marshmallow. Not enough marshmallow. It was not marshmallowy enough. It was barely enough marshmallow in it to keep the Rice Krispies together. It's like, come on. I love the ones that are so full of marshmallow. It is so ooey, gooey, delicious. Maybe I should make Rice Krispie squares one of these days. All I would have to do is, get a box of Rice Krispies and some marshmallows and yeah. Ooh. And hopefully not burn them. Wait, I don't have a cookie sheet, but I do have a roasting pan. That would work just fine. Why am I thinking that you got to put it in the oven? It's because you put it on a cookie sheet, dummy. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Squirrel brain here. Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I say that a lot these days. Oh my goodness. I say it a lot. I think it's my way of preventing myself from swearing. I kid you not. I think it's my way of preventing myself from swearing. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to end the live stream because if I don't, it'll be longer than 3 hours, and then I won't be able to do like 2-hour video tomorrow, a 2-hour live stream tomorrow. Yeah. So, oh, there's the peas. There's peas. So let me just finish these. Let me do these peas. There's not very many, and then I'm gonna end the live stream, and then go look for Jill's video that she for today, and add it to my watch later list. Yeah. All right. So there's my live stream. Waiting for my burger, Lola. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye.